We love our pets. They're family. We'd do anything for them, and that includes making the best possible choices for their health and happiness. But in a world saturated with options, how can we be sure we're making the right ones? What if the choices that feel so important, the ones we agonize over, are actually an illusion? What if some of the biggest decisions you are making for your pet are based on clever marketing, not sound science? It's a staggering reality, but the global pet industry is a financial behemoth worth hundreds of billions of dollars. From gourmet food and high-tech toys to designer accessories and specialized healthcare, it's an empire built on our devotion. This immense financial power allows for massive marketing campaigns designed to capture our attention and our wallets. And some experts believe many well-intentioned pet owners are being misled every single day. Today, we are pulling back the curtain, exposing some of the biggest controversies in the pet world. We will look beyond the colorful packaging with its images of pristine wilderness, and past the persuasive slogans that shape our choices before we even read the ingredients. We will also question the popular online trends that entertain us, and sometimes, unknowingly, endanger the animals we adore. But this is an investigation, not about blame. It's about empowerment through knowledge. It's about learning to ask the right questions and spot the red flags. We'll hear from professionals like Dr. Elie, who show us another path, one where compassion is always guided by medical science and verifiable facts. Our goal is to equip you with the tools to navigate this complex landscape confidently. Because in a world of noise, simple truths can make a world of difference for the animals who depend on us completely. We all want the best for our pets, and the pet food industry knows it. The aisles are filled with bags promising ancestral diets, holistic wellness, and human-grade ingredients. This premium marketing is powerful, creating a strong perception that a higher price tag automatically means better food. But is that really the case? The truth is, the most expensive option isn't always the most nutritious. The secret to your pet's health isn't found in a clever marketing slogan. It's written on the back of the bag. The single most important tool you have is the ingredient label. Ingredients are listed in descending order by pre-cooking weight. This means the first few items on the list make up the bulk of what's in the bag. Pay close attention to these top 5 ingredients, as they are the foundation of your pet's diet. So, what should you look for first? A specific, named whole meat source. Words like chicken, beef, lamb, or salmon indicate a high-quality protein source. This specificity is a hallmark of a manufacturer that is transparent about what goes into their food. Now, don't be alarmed by terms like chicken meal or lamb meal. While it might not sound appetizing to us, a named meal is actually a highly concentrated source of protein. It's made by rendering the whole meat, which removes the water content. This means that pound for pound, a meat meal can contain more protein than the whole meat itself. What you should be wary of are vague, generic terms like meat meal or animal byproduct. If the label doesn't specify the animal, you can't know the quality. What animal? What part of the animal? This lack of specificity can be a way for manufacturers to use inconsistent or lower quality protein sources that can vary from batch to batch. One of the most common misconceptions is that grain-free is automatically healthier. This trend has been fueled by marketing that suggests grains are unnatural fillers. However, for the vast majority of dogs and cats, this simply isn't true. Most pets digest grains like corn, rice, and barley perfectly well, and they can be excellent sources of energy and nutrients. More concerning is that the FDA has investigated a potential link between some grain-free formulas, particularly those high in legumes like peas and lentils, and a serious heart condition called dilated cardiomyopathy, or DCM, in dogs. While research is ongoing, it's a critical reminder that popular trends don't always align with scientific evidence. The real enemy isn't a single ingredient like grain. It's an imbalanced diet and poor overall nutrition, which can exist at any price point. A cheap food can be poorly formulated, but an expensive, boutique food can also lack the rigorous testing and nutritional science to ensure it's truly complete and balanced for long-term health. Instead of focusing on buzzwords, look for a nutritional adequacy statement from AAFCO, the Association of American Feed Control Officials. This statement confirms the food is formulated to meet the established nutrient profiles for a specific life stage, like puppy, adult, or senior. This is your assurance of a complete and balanced diet. Ultimately, the best diet is an individual one. Your veterinarian is your most valuable resource. They can help you cut through the marketing noise and tailor a nutritional plan based on your pet's specific age, breed, activity level, and health status, relying on science, not fads. So take a moment to reflect. Have you ever paid more for a pet food simply because you assumed the higher price and fancy packaging meant it was healthier? Remember, price and buzzwords don't feed your pet. Nutritional adequacy, quality sourcing, and scientific formulation do. Making an informed choice is the most loving thing you can do. Designer dogs. You've seen them everywhere, with catchy names like Golden Doodles, Puggles, and Cockapoos. They come with high price tags and even bigger promises. The intelligence of a poodle with the friendly nature of a golden retriever, or the low-shedding coat of one breed combined with the compact size of another. It's a powerful marketing narrative, suggesting you can custom order the perfect pet. But behind the cute names and curated social media posts, the reality is far more complex and often much less glamorous. The truth is, what you're often buying is a mixed breed dog, but at a premium price. At its core, crossing two different breeds mixes two distinct sets of genes. This creates a genetic lottery. There's a common misconception about something called hybrid vigor, the idea that a mixed breed dog will automatically be healthier than a purebred. While genetic diversity can be beneficial, it is not a guarantee of good health. You might get the desired low-shedding coat and friendly temperament you were hoping for, or you could end up with the high energy and grooming needs of one parent combined with the separation anxiety and health problems of the other. There is simply no way to predict which traits, physical or behavioral, a puppy will inherit. Many purebreds are prone to specific genetic conditions. A Labrador might be susceptible to hip dysplasia, while a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is at risk for heart disease. Crossing them doesn't eliminate these risks. It means the puppy could inherit the genetic predispositions for health problems from sides of the family. This is why responsible breeding is so critical. It's a science and an art, requiring comprehensive health screenings for parent dogs, careful socialization for puppies from a young age, and a commitment from the breeder to provide lifelong support. This is the standard, whether for a purebred or a mixed breed. Unfortunately, the high demand for designer dogs has fueled a dark industry of puppy mills and unethical backyard breeders. These operations prioritize profit over welfare, often skipping essential health testing, veterinary care, and socialization, leading to a cycle of suffering for both the parent dogs and their offspring. Before you spend thousands on a designer puppy, consider this. Local shelters and rescue organizations are filled with wonderful mixed-breed pets of every conceivable size, age, and personality. Many are the direct result of this designer dog trend. Choosing adoption not only gives a deserving animal a second chance, it actively helps solve the pet overpopulation crisis. If you are set on buying from a breeder, you must do your homework. A responsible breeder will welcome your questions. Insist on visiting the facility in person. Ask to meet both parent dogs and see where they live. Request verifiable proof of genetic health testing for conditions common to the parent breeds. If the breeder makes excuses, refuses a visit, or pressures you to make a quick decision, walk away. Ultimately, your choice has immense power. It can either fuel a commercial cycle that often leads to suffering and abandonment, or it can provide a loving home to an animal that has been left behind. The most designer dog of all is the one you rescue. Our feeds are filled with cats on pianos and dogs that seem to talk. But behind perfect posts, entertainment can be placed above welfare. The pressure to go viral can create dangerous situations. What seems funny can be stressful or painful, and animals cannot consent. Learn the red flags: flattened ears, a tucked tail, lip licking, wide eyes. Social media can be a force for good. Adoption spotlights, fosters, donations, real education. Be discerning. Support creators prioritizing animal well-being. Skip content exploiting animals for clicks. Your attention is a currency. Spend it on content that celebrates animals responsibly. The adoption fee or breeder's price is just the tip of the iceberg. Over a lifetime, costs add up to thousands, sometimes tens of thousands. Food, vet care, vaccinations, flea and tick, heartworm meds, grooming, supplies. Emergencies happen. Accidents, sudden illness, foreign body surgeries, a single visit can be thousands. Chronic conditions mean ongoing meds and monitoring. An emergency fund is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Modern life adds sitters, boarding, behavior help, even replacing a chewed sofa. Budgeting up front is responsible ownership, ensuring you can provide no matter what comes. Is pet insurance a lifesaver or a waste of money? Pay a monthly premium, and if your pet is sick or injured, a good policy can help cover the bill. Example, a $5,000 emergency surgery. After the deductible, 80–90% reimbursed. Peace of mind. But most plans exclude pre-existing conditions and have waiting periods, deductibles, and limits. It is a calculated gamble. For some breeds and risk profiles, the odds favor insurance. For others, a dedicated emergency fund may work better. Do your research, read exclusions, and have a plan before a crisis. Behind shelter doors, there is a silent crisis. Facilities are overflowing year-round. Staff and volunteers are stretched thin. More animals arrive than are adopted every day. Space, food, medicine, time, all finite. Open admission shelters face impossible choices. Euthanasia is a last resort born of capacity, not cruelty. Adopt, foster, support spay, neuter, and pet food banks. Community action saves lives. Rescue groups need donations and volunteers. They cannot do it alone. Feline immunodeficiency virus, FIV, carries heavy stigma. Healthy FIV-positive cats are often overlooked, sometimes first to be euthanized when space runs out. Reality: with good nutrition, low-stress indoor living, and routine vet care, they can live long, happy lives. FIV is not spread by casual contact, grooming, or shared bowls. Deep bite wounds are the main risk. Dr. Elie frequently rescues cats who are rejected simply because people misunderstand FIV. A diagnosis is a medical fact, not a personality flaw. These cats deserve a chance. Dr. Elie believes education is one of the most powerful tools in animal welfare. He champions responsible ownership, solid nutrition, veterinary care, preventive medicine, and compassion. Rescue works, medical treatment, rehabilitation, and adoption success stories. Education prevents suffering. Dr. Elie Pet Rescue is a 100% nonprofit. No government funding. Donations directly support life-saving work. Dr. Elie Skincare and Cosmetics supports rescue efforts with gluten-free, paraben-free, talc-free, FDA-approved, cruelty-free products for men and women. 100% of proceeds feed, rescue, and treat animals nationwide. Every purchase, every dollar donated becomes food, shelter, and care, turning suffering into hope. We end where we began, with a choice: rescue, donate, learn, care. Please consider donating using the link in our bio and caption. The EIN number is available in the description for tax purposes. Behind every pet statistic is a real animal. The more we learn, the better choices we make, and the more lives we can save. Join us, donate, volunteer, and share what you have learned.